औज़ुबिल्लाहि मिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम Assalamu alaikum viewers. My name is Abdullah Malik and I am a foundation level student at Rehan School Islamabad Banakau campus. Today I am doing a session with Maya. The topic is no sorry to sorry.
What's on your mind today?
Hello Maya, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
What does the phrase sorry to sorry actually mean?
Good question. Seems like you're asking what it means when someone says sorry multiple times in a row, like sorry, sorry, or I'm so sorry, sorry. Is that right?
Where did the phrase sorry to sorry originate?
Let me check that out. Okay, so sorry to sorry isn't really an established phrase with a set history. It sounds like it's kind of popped up recently as people emphasize their apologies or cut someone off and then apologize for interrupting. People use it to show they're really acknowledging what they did was wrong or rude, often when actually interrupting someone else. Does that make sense?
How did sorry to sorry become popular in modern language?
Let me double check how to spell that. I'm actually not getting any reliable results when I search for Solita Swari in the context of language popularity. It's coming up with references to a Hindu goddess, but nothing about the phrase itself becoming popular in modern language usage. Could it be a misspelling or perhaps a more specific cultural or regional context I'm missing?
Is sorry not sorry consequent from informal language, formal or informal language?
Could you repeat that last part?
Is
I think I missed what you were asking about sorry being formal or informal.
sorry,
Okay. You're asking whether repeatedly saying sorry,
sorry
like
not
sorry, not sorry, is more common in informal or right. So sorry, not sorry. It's definitely informal. Like you never hear that phrase in a business meeting or get a letter from a lawyer that ends with it. It popped up fairly recently as a bit of a sassy comeback, usually used to show you're not actually apologizing for something you maybe should be. Have you been hearing it pop up lately, or were you just thinking about how we use sorry differently in different situations?
why do people use sorry not sorry instead of just sorry?
That's a good question. What is it about that phrase that people use?
What tone does the phrase sorry not sorry usually express?
I'm not picking up that last part about explorers. Could you say that again?
What tone does the phrase sorry not sorry usually express?
It's usually pretty defiant, honestly. Like someone's doubling down on whatever they did, even though they technically said sorry. It's less an actual apology and more like, yeah, I'm sorry I did what I did, but I'd probably do it again. There's some attitude behind it, maybe even a little bit of playful rebellion. Does that track with what you've seen?
And sorry not sorry used more in spoken or written communication.
Definitely more in spoken communication. You rarely see people type it out properly in like professional emails or formal letters. But in texts, in talking to friends, in online chats, yeah, you hear sorry, not sorry way more than reading it in serious writing. It carries a tone that's hard to pull off in formal writing.
How has social media influenced the spirit of sorry not sorry?
Okay, we have about a minute left on the call, just so you know.
How has social media influenced the spirit of sorry not sorry?
So, about social media kind of blew up that phrase, actually. I think it started getting popular around 2015 or so with memes and hashtags people would post about doing something quite. What's on your mind today?
Did memes play a role in popularizing this
You're
phrase?
asking, hey, I'm not following what you mean by dit or they are all popularizing this race. Could you clarify that a little for me?
Did memes play a role in popularizing this phrase?
Okay, I think I'm getting it now. Are you saying something about playing a role in popularizing stress? I'm still a little unclear on exactly what you're asking about.
What,
Could you maybe rephrase that or give me a bit more context?
what emotions
I'm
are
not sure
used
what I.
to associate with sorry not sorry?
I'm not quite sure what exorsicate means here, but I gather you're asking about the emotional tone behind the phrase sorry, not sorry. It's pretty defiant, almost rebellious. Like someone's not really remorseful at all, but saying sorry to cover their bases anyway. It's playful, but also kind of dismissive and unapologetic, you know?
Is sorry not sorry considered rude?
Not really. No, definitely not. Sorry, not sorry totally breaks the usual rule about apologies. Real apologies show regret and commitment to change, but this phrase is the opposite, basically saying, I don't regret a thing. It's informal and more of a playful attitude than genuine remorse.
How does context change the meaning of sorry not sorry?
I think you mean context. Yeah, absolutely. The tone really matters. If someone delivers sorry, not sorry with a light tone and playful look, it's probably just a dismissive response to something minor. But if it's delivered with anger or spite, that totally changes things. It becomes much more hostile. The situation and delivery are huge. It's totally different from I'm genuinely sorry, where content and tone work together.
In what situation is sorry not sorry commonly used?
That really interesting you're asking that because you spend so much time parsing language and social dynamics. What would drive you to ask for something like sorry, not sorry? What's the situation where that phrase would feel right to you versus feeling wrong or mismatched with how you'd normally respond?
How does sorry not sorry reflect modern internet culture?
Internet culture, look into the it really exploded around 2010, especially on Twitter, but the meme actually goes back to the early 2000s. Demi Lovato had a song called Sorry Not Sorry in 2017, which really boosted it. And now brands are actually doing this thing where they'll post official apologies just to jokingly brag, like apologizing for being too good or something. Apparently, it started in the Philippines in early 2024 and went global by November of this year. The whole idea is to make content that's relatable but not too serious.
And the phrase used differently in different age groups.
You're right about that. The way people use sorry, not sorry definitely changes with age. I've noticed younger generations, especially Gen Z, treat it more casually as this whole self empowerment thing, almost a way of taking ownership. But older folks might use it sarcastically or even see it as kind of rude or defiant. Different generations have different expectations around what a real apology should look like and how sincere you're supposed to be with your regrets.
How has pop culture influenced sorry not sorry?
Just looking that up quickly. So Demi Lovato had this huge song in 2017 that really rebranded it as about self-empowerment, but honestly, other artists have put out songs with that same title too. It's shown up in The Simpsons. A recent documentary called Sorry Not Sorry covered Louis C.K. coming back after facing misconduct accusations, and Naya Rivera from Glee wrote a memoir with that title in 2016. Seems like a lot of people gravitate toward that defiant, unapologetic energy.
Did celebrities help make sorry not sorry popular? Celebrities help make sorry not sorry
What's on your mind
popular.
today? Um, Give me a sec on that. Yeah, definitely. Demi Lovato had this huge song called Sorry Not Sorry in 2017, which really pushed it into mainstream attention. Plus, Alyssa Milano actually titled her book that way back in 2021. So, yeah, celebrities played a big role in making it a thing.
How has texting language used phrase like this?
Okay, you want to use sorry, not sorry in a text?
Yes. Why do people prefer catch?
I'm not sure what you meant there. Could you say that again?
And sorry not sorry, a form of passive aggressive communication?
Ah, got it. You mean is sorry, not sorry a kind of aggressive self communication?
Yes.
That's a really smart way to frame it. In a way, yeah, it can be. The whole point of that phrase is basically saying, I did this on purpose and I'm not actually sorry for it, which is pretty assertive and maybe even a little confrontational with yourself. It's like an internal justification that's totally refusing to feel bad about something you probably should feel at least a little remorseful over.
How has texting language changed phrase like this?
How has text language, oh, you're asking how text language helped change the way we use a phrase like sorry, not sorry, right?
Right.
Texting's definitely sped up that kind of flip. Sorry, not sorry really took off with social media and shorter formats where you only have so much space to make your point. So you end up condensing everything, especially attitude and tone. That phrase does a lot of emotional work in just 3 words. Where nuance is harder to convey.
What are similar phrase to sorry not sorry?
Mm. There's no regrets. That one feels pretty similar in spirit. Couldn't care less is another one. It's got that dismissive energy. Or you've got more defiant phrases like deal with it, or even just so what. They all sort of flip the script on taking responsibility. I'm curious what resonates most with you. Do any of those feel different in how they're used?
Can sorry not sorry damage relationships?
I think you're asking if sorry, not sorry can damage relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can. Most people need to see genuine regret when you've hurt them. Hearing sorry, not sorry sends the message that you really don't care about how they feel or if you've caused harm. It's the opposite of empathy, which is what most relationships need to build trust and closeness. So, yeah, it's probably not the best way to mend things with someone.
Is sorry not sorry more common in English than other language?
Hey, just letting you know we're about to hit that 5 minute mark, and yeah, it's definitely more of an English speaking world thing, especially in American and British slang. I don't think you find direct equivalents in most other languages. Our cultures often have different ways to handle apologies or dismissiveness.
So however, this is our communication with Maya. I hope you like it. We will meet in another AI session with another topic. Allah Hafiz Pakistan Zindabad.